All right, hey, Josh here, Atticalumber Company, out here actually in Sandusky County. 34 by 54, 14 feet tall. But let's talk about this right here. I'm gonna show you here on this concrete what we did and the reason why we went out on this 54 here. Because usually, you know, when you're doing post segments, it's 8 feet apart. So 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. But you can see that concrete pad over there. You see that? So this is what we did, a 54, so 34 by 54. So let's talk about what he's gonna do on this concrete. He's gonna actually make this a smoother finish right here. You can see how this is whopper jawed a little bit, but took an existing pad, as you can see right here. But he's gonna make that a little smoother as I walk and I show you that. You see that? He's gonna make that more smooth and then put the concrete in there. And then also what he's gonna do, he's gonna put rebar. What you wanna do here, again, I'm not a mason expert, but you know, you wanna put rebar in there, that way you don't get a whopper jaw finish here. All right, so rebar, and actually we're gonna have a contractor, our concrete mason's gonna do this, but rebar right there and there. That way you don't have a whopper jaw finish when you put the concrete right up there against the skirt board. But as you can see here, 34 by 54 there, 3-ply laminated column. Again, big fan of this. Spliced, glued, laminated together, treated at the bottom. So again, 30% stronger than a 4x6 or 6x6. But pressure point 1 there, pressure point 2, and also pressure point 3. So provides a nice, strong, durable, economical thing for your building. You can see up there, we're gonna have to do the hurricane ties, but you can see the double beam top beam header there, 2x10. You can see we got the trusses 4 foot on center. See that, 4 foot on center. We're a believer 4 foot on center, more lumber on the building versus an 8 foot or 9 foot on center. We're just not that type of company. I know you can get it done, you can notch it into the beam and so forth, but that's not how we do things. We think 4 foot on center, more lumber, more wood, keeps the builder tighter. And then the house wrap, again, 2 functions, air and then also moisture, and then for a fractional cost, definitely would recommend that. And then another thing I want to mention here on this 34 foot, okay? Now 34 foot on the trusses. Now when you go over 30, you start to, the nature of the truss has to be a little bit stronger. So instead of having a 2x4, again, it depends on the building, it depends on where you're building at. But when you go 34 feet, you can see here the bottom cord 2x6, then also the top cord 2x6. Now if you did a 30 foot lumber or 30 foot width on a truss, most of the time you can do a 2x4. But again, it depends. Now if you're building like up in, this is Ohio, but let's say you're building a heavier snow load, that's not gonna be the case. So everything's relative. But every time you go up from 30 feet, and this is not an exact science, but you're gonna be using stronger lumber. All right, so this is a 34 foot width there. And then let's take a look here at the guys. They're making pretty good progress here. I'm gonna wrap this up. Probably today, maybe tomorrow. But you know, they got some wainscot to tack on here on that side. And then let's go over here and show you as well. But a couple key things here from a concrete standpoint, and then also from a trusses, how you're designing the building. But again, it depends on how much space you need. So you can see a different looking color right here. I think it looks pretty good actually. So we got a brown, got 2 shades of brown there with the wainscot, kind of a tannish and then kind of a different one. So these guys are making headway on this, getting the back side of the gable. So a 34 by 54 post frame pole barn building in process. And there we go. So keep following the journey, Atticalumber.com. Atticalumber since 1925.